something different. Yes, we are having a realm, but pretty much it is not our original realm. So in Pombo's world, I told him I'd kind of created something in his as a test. If you guys want to come join, you guys can. I'll put that right here for you. So you guys will get the invite code to Pombo's Terracraft here, which originally has a different world on it. And I'll show you guys that when I go to settings because I have to go here anyways in order to actually get you guys on. But you guys can see we have the More Tools world, which is the one is activated now, and then Pombo's Terracraft, which is the original world. Just figured I'd go ahead and show you guys that, but this is a heavy modified world, okay? To let you guys understand what I mean by that, let's go to Worlds right quick and click Create. I went to More Tools, right here under Marketplace, Pass, right here. And then from there, I went and I gotta at least click this to get to the next area. Then we went through the resource packs here, and we have combined ores, farming pots, amethyst, backpacks, colorful concrete, dynamic lights, essentials, farming, forest craft, warp lamps, weapons plus tools, weapons, faithless as the texture pack, Naturalist 3.0, it says resources, like it's a resource pack, but it's not a resource pack. It actually adds new animals to the world. Okay. Aquaculture resource pack here, which is not a resource pack. It's a legit, like it adds new fish into your oceans, your rivers, stuff like that. All the wool, Bath Bombs add-on, Colorful Glass RP version 2, Storage Plus, Minions, Gravestone, Doors add-on, Enchantments add-on, Health Bars add-on, Techna, Eternal End by Panscase, or however you're supposed to say that, this furniture mod, Owls add-on. When I say this, it's just the furniture add-on, but when I say this one is because I have two that's in here. This is the one we're using. Okay. But back to Owls add-on, Uncrafting Items add-on, Structures add-on, Caves Biomes add-on, Sparks Portals add-on, this Structures add-on as well, Sky Biomes add-on, RP, Creaking Expansion, and Lights and Lamps add-on. Okay. That's what's in there. I mean, I believe there is one from the Marketplace Pass, which is Realms Management Tool Resources, which allows you to have like the Realms Management Tool to be able to like teleport back and forth using the little thing in hand. But that is what we are using, guys. That is how big this realm here is in Pombo's Terracraft right quick. Okay, and yes, I'm the one that named these. And we have Dragon's BOB, which is Dragons Better on Bedrock Craft, which, by the way, guys, is Dragon's World. And I'm going to get you guys the codes here to join each one before we actually join a single world. So if you want our cave world, which is the one we've been on at the moment, which, by the way, does have two worlds that rotate out occasionally, which is D3's Caverns Oasis and Trilogical Adventures are the two worlds for this one. Right now it is D3's Caverns Oasis. Now we are going to be running each one for about a week. So we have, what is today? Today is Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got 4 days of Caverns Oasis, and then we're going to be moving over to Trilogical Adventures. And then we're going to do the official Monday to Sunday, okay? Because it is week to weekend. It's not just Monday to Friday. It's Monday to Sunday, and then the next Monday is when it changes. Okay, and that's what we're going to run between these two. So you'll have two different worlds here and two different builds you guys can do and style of things. Now it's going to be the same texture pack, unless I choose to use a different one. But to get into this realm, which is the main realm, by the way, guys, if you guys want it, the invite link is right there, okay? Exactly like that for the one that's highlighted in green here. On the right, it says invite links. Underneath where it says you can add up to 5 invite links. This is the invite link, okay? This is going to be the link you guys will type in to hop into this world. Now, there's people out there that's already in this world. If you're already in this one, you notice world changes. Don't be scared. And to remove the confusion, there are 2 worlds here that will be getting flipped back and forth. Okay, which by the way, we done this one for the fact of I wanted all my different structure generation. That was having issues with this one, where now the floating islands for the floating biomes is going to be islands in the sky that have new biomes to them. That's having trouble spawning in this one. So we might have to wipe this one and do a whole new one again at some point. We'll have to see. That's why I've done the new world under the test today, which is under Pombo's Terracraft. If you guys want to come join me in today's live stream, we're going to go to it first, which, by the way, guys, again, has Pombo's Terracraft and more tools. Right now, we're in the more tools world. This is the usual world, okay? So after the testing for this, we'll say next 2 or 3 days, we'll be right back on the Pombo's Terracraft. Just wanted to get that heads up out there because I kind of want to look around and go around and test. That's why I'm going to be in creative or spectator, either of the two today. And it's not to build or cheat stuff in. It is to fly around and see if we can find the brand new things in order to make sure they're spawning and to make sure nothing is like meshed into crashing each other. Meaning, let's say for some reason the creaking one, which has the floating island above the creaking, for some reason is making the island one not spawn islands at all. Like, we're going to look to make sure that isn't the case. Okay? And stuff like that. But to get the code for this one, guys, so you guys can come join, I am going to probably research different codes here just for the fact of, like, I'm going to hit add new link. I don't like that one. So we're just going to click remove, yes, remove, and we're going to keep doing that to keep getting a new link, one that is easy to remember or a pretty cool looking link. That's kind of what I want to do. I would like to get an underscore link where it's underscore and then the link is given to you, or a very short one, because there is some in here that's like really, really, really short. Now, I don't know if the links are because of different worlds and stuff like that. I mean, that one is short-ish, but not what I'm looking for. Yes, remove. Because, again, I want a really cool, like, the custom ones that look like underscore and then your link. Remove. That works. That is good. W-4F. I'll take that one. Never to expire. Keep the link active. There we go. And we're just doing that. Now, Pombo's link is that one, which is the one I gave him. I'm going to leave it active because I don't know if, like, deactivating this will have him have to retype a code again, so I don't want to do that. We're going to leave it active for that being the reason. But now we have W-4, which is the one you guys are going to use, is this one. Okay, I have the W-4. It is active. Go ahead and use it. I mean, you can use the other one if you guys really want. There's nothing really to be different with it. Like, if I go in here, you guys can see it's the same setting, same everything. There's nothing special to it. Now, that is the world we're going to be on today. But Panda, or even if you guys want to be on the better Bedrock one, okay, it has a whole lot done to it, so that's why I'm not going to edit too much to it. I actually could have threw that on this. Oh well. Manage Realm. We are going to show you guys the link to this one, which is this. I kind of again want to see if I can't get a very cool looking link, like our underscore or W-4 one would be pretty cool to have here. Can I please get a no? Because that's just numbers in the front. I don't really care about that. Don't care about that. There is an underscore in this link. It's just not where I want it. I want it in the beginning. And this is the longest part you guys are going to do if you want to do links and have like memorable links or something that it stands out, is you're going to be doing what I'm doing right here. You're just going to be going through making one that works great. X24W-T. I like it. I like it. Set. Okay. Again, I would rather have a different one, but there we go. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this one. Remove. Yes. Because Panda's not even on the world yet. He hasn't used that. So There we go. We got this, which is going to be the new link you guys can do. It's the active one. It's this one. If you guys want the better on Bedrock for dragons, better on Bedrock craft, which I call it Dragons Bob. Okay, which Bob is B is better, O is on, B is Bedrock. Okay, so Bobcraft. And again, I call it Bobcraft because in a way it is kind of calling the bit a little bit on the dumb side, because I mean it does tell you what you're looking at and how to get it, which, you know, noobs are the one who has to wonder what they're looking at and how to get it. And I get, like, if it's a different texture pack, you're not used to it, having this is great. But something where you do know the texture pack or you don't use one, because Panda doesn't use a texture pack, and because of that, he should already know what a grass block is, what the different tree blocks are, or what, you know, all that stuff is. Right? So, yeah. Um, Again, it is only 2 people for this one. This one's a 10 and this one's a 10. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and pop in. Now, there's a new story because I've already somewhat loaded into this one, and I stayed in survival, and I used what was in the room with me. And I do mean in the room because when you originally spawn in, it is a very big room. But if you want to join, all the different codes are there, which I will update in the Discord as well, because we did go through and get new codes, and then only one of the links is still active while I change the other 2. So I'm going to have to fix that in Discord later. And I'm going to have to fix the mods that's in our packs in the Discord. And then also kind of messed up because I was texting one of my other people I talked to, but this one's through actual phone. Like, you know, I text them through their actual number. Hold on. And I gave them the big list of the mods, and then my dumbass left one out. I was thinking about it, but I scrolled to make sure I reset the page correctly, and when I was typing them, I didn't type it in. The mod I didn't tell them was there's dynamic lighting, which is the one that actually makes, like, when you're holding a torch, like, the light produces around a cave while you're holding it, so you actually don't have to place it if you don't want to. Yeah, I got that in here as well. And to be cool with you guys, there's new stuff we can get, which I'm glad I stayed in the first room, maybe, or I might have went to the second room. I think I walked partially into the second room and then just quit because, like, well, I'm gonna make some food and eat, which I actually didn't finish all my food. I got not full, but to the point where I'm starting to get full on basically what I made myself. Oh no, I'm actually here at the main bit. I forgot. Okay, yeah, I was here. Okay, wonderful. As you guys can see, I am in survival. I do have 32 steak and this, and that actually spawned in this chest where I've dropped my books off before we came into this world. And to even prove like that can spawn the stuff, I don't know if the gear is going to stay the same through the mod, because it's the first time I'm using this exact one, which is the more tools. But yeah, I just kind of pulled it from this chest, and then some of the other books I put over here. So the more like books that is needed for the different mods to look at how to get the different blocks, I put in this one, and then the one that is like, oh, I already know, and kind of like you can actually just get on your own. Oh, I can actually pick the guidebook up now. It was actually being weird earlier. So punch to turn pages, interact to go back. You can craft the guidebook. Okay, so it is crafted. I turned the page. We heard it. Oh, I have to punch it. Okay, there we go. We punch. So there is super swords, which all this, I guess, is the same stuff over there that I screenshotted. But yeah, there's like new tools we can get, new weapons, armor. There's even bedrock stuff. Ooh, what is this? Exploding skulls. Okay. So there's a lot of cool stuff we can get with this, which is great. Yeah, it's just good. All right. Boop. Calm down. Oof. Wait, did the guidebook just duplicate itself? I'm not even in survival, and I didn't pull this out of the survival. That is weird. Okay. That's probably why it glitched earlier, was it was trying to give me the whole book and not actually do it correctly, and I had to reload the world. That is perfectly fine. All right, but there is a lot of cool stuff that's going on in here. The armor and the tools that I'm wearing actually came in that, and what I might do is cheat some in just for the fact of, well, if it's going to be me, Dragon Panda, and everybody else, the gear I got to make sure they have as well, which is the gear that came in that chest. So only one of us should not just have the gear, since there's actually going to be a total of like 4 to like 8 players or so. I got to make sure everyone has the same gear I picked up. So we're actually just going to do my chest over there, and then we're just going to keep the random books here, and then the books that is needed. So I'm going to do like a couple chest high on both sides here in order to actually put like player names to the people that would actually be in the world. And if you guys are going to join, let me know, and I'll go to creative, drop you guys the same gear set that I have, and then go back to survival when I make it back to where I originally was. But everything looks good. There's custom new stuff, and I can't wait to pop in to see the custom new stuff. And that's why we dropped our gear off into this chest, is because I'm actually going to be doing the other stuff. And it will let you know right here, there is a brand new location we can go to. So remember, these portals out are located outside of the craters. You need nightmare armor to not take constant damage. You need a nightmare pickaxe to mine dreadstone. Okay, that's actually said over here too, because if we actually take a quick little look at the nightmare stuff here, nightmare pickaxe is the only pickaxe that can mine dreadstone. So I love how they put that here and then have to reiterate it here. Okay, but anyways, there is inside the nightmare realm are craters filled with dreadstone. All right, but we're gonna need dreadstone to mine stuff. And the funny thing is, we have to go to the nightmare realm to go get this stuff. You can find portals back to the overworld next to craters. Okay, so we're actually the same place we're mining this stuff is where we can get back from. That's okay, great. You'll need a full portal with the corners, and that is made with. Okay, so we need to combine. It looks like, what is that? Room craft nightmare portal blocks is going to be 4 of those combined makes 14. Where we're going to need, it looks like, I know that's flint, but what is that? We're probably gonna have to open the handbook to go look at that stuff. And there is also a thing called Nightmare Caverns. Nightmare ore can be found in Nightmare Caverns deep underground. So we'll actually have to go mining for that. All right. And we need the Nightmare stuff anyways to be able to get the Dreadstone. And all right, yeah, we're good. Okay. A lot of cool new stuff that has been added. I'm believing we are going to. I would love to be able to fly and be able to come back here. So let me actually just stand right here for a second and just take a screenshot of these cords. That way I can actually, come right back to it. Let's pop over. Also, I'm going to get name callouts here in a second. And cool thing is I should be able to no, because that goes through my PlayStation, so I'm not really going to worry too much about it. But boop. All right, let's get into phone. Thank you. Sorry, my phone likes to be dumb sometimes. My new one. Boop. Ooh, it's Kim. Welcome back to the streamy, Kim. All right, let's see. Or I should say to the channel. It's been a minute since you've been on the channel. But let's go over here. Oh, you can't like parkour that. I was actually gonna try to parkour that. I like that though. The block actually is pretty good. And it is deep slate. And we get new bugs like that, and everything is going to be good. Let's continue on.
Yay.
Ooh. I just heard something. Alright. Alright, so I'm guessing we just click this, punch it. Okay, we just click on that. And And oh god, we're stuck in this. If you guys have this glitch happen, which is the same thing that happened to me before, you can pause your game and it has a chance at doing that, or you can save and quit and then re-enter the world. And why am I not my skin? Brother, am I? No. What happened to my skin? Alright, this realm is cursed, boys. It made me lose my skin.
Issues.
A little bit of issues, yep. I'm supposed to be a draconic. Well, if you goes back to the very beginning of this video, you'll see what my skin is before I click to be in here. And it's supposed to be like a Dracula version of a parasaur. Okay. Oh my god. Am I gonna die day one? Why was there a soul flying at me after killing you? That's right. Stay back there. The only downside to Bedrock Edition compared to Java is zombies get more reach in Bedrock than they do in Java. So you have to be careful with how close you let them get while you're trying to hit them. And I do mean be very, very cautious. Oh, I am going to die on day one. This is, unfortunate. But anyways, it's also because it's raining and I have a flying bitch trying to, smash me. So we're just going to have to try to get out here. Oh yeah, I'm not even supposed to be in survival. I'm supposed to be in creative, dumb me, but I can't actually still type anyways. As soon as I stop, it's going to fly down and try to kill me, so. I wish I can do GMC like you do on computer, but I have to actually type in game mode and then C for creative. There we go. Now let's fly around and see what we can find, because there's supposed to be new islands that spawn in the sky and stuff like that. And that's what we're going to be looking for alongside other stuff, and I don't think it's going to spawn. If it's any bit like the... Brother, this actually has a trench. That's actually pretty nice. I like it. We're calling it Mariana, okay, baby? That's what we're calling it. Mariana's Trench. Works great. I love the render of this. That's actually good. This world generation is not horrible. It could be better, but it's not horrible. I've seen worse. Now we just gotta wait a minute because it's gonna take a minute for all of this to render in. So we're just gonna touch down right here and just kind of walkily doos forward. There we go. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff, to be honest with you guys, in Minecraft now. The worlds are actually epically huge. Actually, to be honest, we could be flying past islands because I believe some of them actually spawn above the clouds. So let me just kind of fly above the cloudily doos here and make sure we are not... Okay. We didn't fly past any. We are going to fly back down, though, a little bit. Like right here. This way, if one spawns in, it'll be smacking my face, and I will literally be eating dirt, sand, or whatever it's made out of. There's also going to be world generation down there of new, like, structures it can spawn in, which is cool. And that is if this world generation did not mess with any of the other generation mods. We'll know in a minute, too, because I should actually stay closer to the ground to make sure. Because we did hit that, which means some of the other stuff might be spawning. Only way to know that
Sorry,
is...
had a phone call.
Nothing. Oh, you're good. Don't worry about it. We are just going to keep moving forward. Because we are actually looking for some of the new stuff that could be spawning in. Yep, it's spawning. So this right here is some of the new generation that can happen, which is good. I'm glad this at least spawned. So we have new tower-like structures that can be here to come and loot. There is... Ooh, lightning was pretty close. Oh, there's this over here too. I noticed out of the corner of my eye, which is going to be one of these. Okay, that we can come over and loot. Just be careful. I don't know how the world generation is because there's supposed to be boats that can spawn in the ocean water, but here lately, for some reason, they have been floating. Just figured I'd point that out. They've been kind of floating up in the sky near the cloud height. Had to point that out so you guys would know to keep an eye for it, and they're like floating ships now, which is weird. One thing when you do play that you guys are going to love, thanks, World Generation, I can now see there's an abandoned mine shaft right there that I just showed my stream. Oh, I can see it twice. Oh, it's a big one because it even goes down that way. Here we go. Here's another one of the new things you guys can see spawning in. There's little abandoned boats like this. What is going on with that? We're just going to have to look away. Which will have barrels, stuff like that. You guys can loot. I'm going to get away from that because, you know, I don't have a seizure warning on here and I don't want to give someone a seizure. So, getting away from that. Oh, Jesus. Look, there is one of the new biomes right there that we just read about. It is right there below this, which is actually pretty cool to see. That one spawned nearly above ground. It's supposed to spawn deep, is what it said, but that's above ground almost. Sweet. We're also going to have brand new stuff that can be down there too, which is going to be new biome type stuff that we can get. One is going to be a lava biome with a pre-structure in it. There, which I called it the Satan's biome. If you guys want to call it anything, call it the Satan's biome because it literally is lava, fire, and ash trees. Then you have, what is it? I call it the Frozen Hell, which basically is a full-on ice biome with its own structure remnants inside of it as well. And then there is the Mystical biome, which we call the Mystic biome. And it is a really cool biome. It kind of reminds me of the Luminous from Skyrim. If you guys don't know what that is, it's down at the very bottom when you're getting the Elder Scroll and you go through that giant, bright purple cave. It's kind of like that in a way, just not exactly that. We do have new trees that can spawn in around the world. You can also buy the saplings off of a special trader that walks around. But, I mean, you can also just go to the different biomes and gather the trees. This is a redwood tree. Spawns in a spruce biome. There is going to be palm trees that can be on a desert beach. There is actually a rainbow tree, but I actually forget where you get its, I think it's like flower forest. I could be wrong on that one. Again, I don't remember completely. Here's another structure, which is great to see. We got plenty of different structures, and it ain't just the overworld that gets structure stuff too, guys. Oh. Okay, no, that's not a structure. I was like, is that one? No. There is a new prismarine type structure, and I don't mean the underwater fortress that you guys are used to seeing. I'm talking about there's something that's built just like it, but it's a tower scale, which spawns in the water too. And then you get like these, which is like I call them the broken cathedrals, which are very cool, and it's actually good. That's actually awesome. Two of them spawn together like this. But you get those. In the nether, there's stuff that can do. Oh, I actually ran into a village. Looky there, people. Extremely dudes. We got a village. It's also a villager tower right over there, which is the raid towers pretty much. And I'm just trying to find multiple different structure types I can spawn in just to show you guys. We do have the rune portals. We have the rune version of those. And we also have this, which I believe that's the wisteria trees, which is pretty cool. Those come in the different tree mod as well that you can also buy the saplings for. So, I mean, we have all different types of wood, new types of like hold on, guys. Let me just kind of do this to show you guys. So you get your regular blocks and stuff like that, which is, your this. But then there is also now, if I scroll down, you get new doors in Minecraft, which comes from the doors mod, which I don't think trapdoors get worked by that. There's the new glass. So now you guys can see like we get dark trim glass, white trim glass. We have the regular glass. It's even more than just that, by the way, guys. Like tons more. There's new blocks that come with other stuff. You guys can see we also have now different copper and stuff like that too. The different wools, which we could have the version 2 wools, which give light. Ooh, did I actually get this to break and work? Oh, I think I figured out how to re-break realms. Hold on, because we are in a realm and you're not supposed to have education edition in it, but I think I refound a way to break it because I wanted to see if I could. If I quickly do game mode 0 and then do slash, let's do, oh yeah, ability. Look at that, ability, and then Mayfly, me, and then Mayfly, and then true. Boys, I refigured out how to get this back into a Minecraft realm. That is actually very cool. This is kind of what I've been wanting to give people in my other realms. So I might try to refigure out how I done this and get it onto my other realms. Because I turned on the education edition on the other ones, they just did not let me do it, and I think I had like certain things missing that I needed to turn on, which we are going to put to the test on Dragon's Panda World here in a second. So if you guys don't know how to give your people Mayfly like this, we're going to try to figure it out so everyone can get it on their realms. Okay. But again, this might just be a Bedrock Edition thing only for the realms. So yeah, kind of sad for that. But I believe regular Minecraft allows you to put mods on your Minecraft world. So you can actually just put plugins there that already do the same, which is, your Essentials plugin, which Minecraft Essentials for the Bedrock Edition did not add the Mayfly being into the world, which is really, really weird. But let's give that a try now that I've actually seen that. And hopefully my skin goes back to being normal. Please be. Yeah, see, that is what I'm supposed to look like. Like I said, it was a cursed realm. It didn't want to give me my fucking skin, which is oof. And sorry, guys, for the F word, F bomb on stream. I just had to say it. But let's give this a try. So the way I done that was I went through Creator Worlds and we done more tools. But for shits and giggles, let's do a Paleo World on Dragon Pandas as the second world. All right. To do that, we do shared packs available. And then we go here. We're going to do combined ores. Oh, it's being a bit oofily doos. There we go. It added the dinosaur world on now, which means here in a second, our combined ores might go. Maybe. There we go. Farming pots, amethyst plus, backpacks, colorful concrete, dynamic light, essentials, farming, forest craft definitely. We're gonna do warp lamps, weapons plus tools, weapons add-on, conquest, fantasy, texture pack. Let's do I'm thinking of doing like, I don't know. Actually, I know what we can add on for the texture pack. Hold on. We're gonna add both of these. We're gonna go ahead and do all the wool. We'll do that. We'll take it off here in a second because I didn't really want that one. I wanted to store. I do want a furniture mod, just not the one we used. Minions, gravestones, doors add on, enchantments add on, health bars add on, Techna, Eternal End. This is the furniture mod I wanted. Owls. uncrafting, structures, cave biomes, spark portals. I'm not going to worry about the other structures mod, but Prisma visuals. That's what we want. We're not going to worry about that one. We are going to use sky biomes. We use the creaking expansion lights add-on for this one. Everything should be where it is. All right. Let's go back up because I need to go to, of course, it doesn't actually stay with you, which is oof. So we got to re-scroll through the list again because Minecraft's literally can be slow. All right, active. And then we need to go through here and find the furniture add-on, just the one I done, which is more another furniture add-on right here. Remove it. And then what we're going to do is go to general. Under general, we go creative. I click easy. Advanced. We're going to do any template it wants to give us. We'll actually take a starting map and a bonus chest. Show coordinates and days played. Recipe unlocking. Fire spreads and TNT off. Generation required players to sleep. This actually goes to being 2%. So like that. Respawn players. Respawn radius is, we'll say 5. Okay, instead of 10. The chunk radius was this. On the other one, we're going to go ahead and just do 6 chunks just to make sure it's a chunky world. And then I done multiplayer game. Yes. Cheats. We activate the cheats. Always day. And mob griefing gets turned off. Minecraft education gets turned on. But the one thing we're also going to do is we're going to remove weather cycle so that we don't get the rain and stuff like that to create mob spawns just yet because I want them to spawn under the world. Trader, this is what I did. I done that, and then I done, I think it was just that, right? Because I don't think I done the upcoming creator features yet or the beta APIs. The only thing I turned on was that, which is the trader balancing. And then from there, we click create on round. But we're going to do this. We're going to name this instead of my world. We're going to say test. We're going to call this YT test. Okay. And then create on realms. And then we go down and we do Dragon's Bob and then the new world. And that should allow me to import that world, and then let's see if we get the Education Edition ported into this world directly. Because if that works, that means I can actually do worlds like this again. And if you guys are able to do it as well. And that you guys are. Now, this is what I did the last time. We're going to have to wait for everything to install and download. I will let you guys know we might have a chance at crashing just because the texture pack I used, which is the Prisma texture pack, is realistic water, realistic skies, and all different other stuff too. That is weird that it didn't have to like go through and do like 30 megabytes of a download or an upload to this. So it might not work. Because the last world I done literally said like 30 something megabytes, which is the one we just left. Like when I was creating it, I literally went through that, and well, you, Kim, have like photo proof of that when I literally said I was importing the other world. And now if I figured a way to glitch this into realms again, and it's a reliable way of doing it, you guys can create your own realms where you can actually give your people the fly ability. Just make sure you add a redstone block that has a super long tick rate. When I say super long, it doesn't have to be like So long that it's ridiculous, but give it enough time where at least we'll clear the screen at the top left for a couple seconds before it's you got the Mayfly ability again, right? So you're not filling their screen up with the Mayfly ability. It can happen. So yeah, just figured I would point that out. Let's see if we crash. If the stream stops and I get the blue screen, well, no. Yep, blue